What's up everyone, here is AhkTaar and welcome back for another bleeder test here, and this time we are gonna try ELLEENA. She's gonna be nice, really interesting, she has a unique mechanic, she's really different from other bleeders, but is she gonna be great, good enough for the guild boss? We are gonna find out. So, I am still using the same team as before, but this team is maybe not the best to use with her. I mean, she is gonna use the second skill. If she has the second exclusive, she is gonna get an extra turn, and so she's gonna lose her buffs. But she gets also the counter attack by her own and an effect hit bonus, so it is great because you can maximize her attack and her mastery, put some crit rate, crit damage, because she's gonna do some extra damage based on that every time your heroes are gonna take some turns. So she is pretty interesting for that, but is it great for the guild boss? I don't think so. So this is maybe not the best team because she doesn't really require to have the pursuit of Ben Austin, because she can refresh the duration of bleeds. So maybe it's redundant to use Ben Austin and Catherine. Maybe it's better to use a Mammoth here instead to have the attack down on the boss, and so you will be able to tank if you are using a Mammoth, always having the attack down on the boss instead of losing the consolidation from Catherine. But you know what, let's try that. So, for the test here, she is a kind of an hybrid. I mean, she has something around 42% crit rate, some crit damage here. She has a huge amount of attack. This is what I would focus first, the attack. Same comment as for Lucia. She needs first a lot of attack, then she needs a lot of mastery, and finally some effect hit, because in fact she can increase her own effect hit using this skill, and if you have the second exclusive you can get an extra turn after using that and get one more turn of duration on your counter attack, which is pretty interesting. She's gonna deal some damage using the ultimate, but clearly the damage are not insane. But she can inflict some bleeds on the ultimate and on the basic attack, so it's pretty interesting. But her crit damage are not gonna be, direct damage are not gonna be that great. She is gonna deal some damage here, decent ones. I would say this is extra damage. It's interesting every time your allies are gonna take a turn, which is pretty interesting. If you have the third exclusive, you don't need to have more than 3 bleeds on the boss in order to cast the extra attack every time. So, let's try that. 1 bleed, 2 bleeds. She missed 1 bleed though. So I lost some damage on the first turn. An extra bleed, 4 bleeds on the boss, 5 bleeds. Maybe 7 bleeds? Yeah, 7 bleeds, okay. Not the highest amount of bleeds on the first 2 turns, but now she's gonna reset the duration of bleeds and the boss will always have 10 bleeds on him. So now the damage are gonna be better normally. 700k per bleed, almost. Catherine is important in this team because she can cleanse the attack down I have on my ELLEENA, otherwise she's gonna lose a ton of damage. And I want to avoid that. But here in fact, the damage are pretty nice, though pretty decent for her, but it's worse than Hizaro and worse than Alicia. But the damage are pretty heavy though. And she can always put the maximum amount of bleeds on the boss, and this is why she is, in my opinion, one of the best DPS units for the Holy Light Parliament. In my opinion, she is maybe better than Eosdin, but I don't think. I have to try Eosdin more. I have to try him more to see. But here she's gonna begin to lose her buffs, and this is gonna be bad. Yeah, get an extra turn, now she doesn't have the consolidation anymore, so you have to wait for Catherine. But the damage are pretty nice for now. In my opinion, Here, Ben Austin is clearly not mandatory, so maybe I can replace him by another hero, maybe Amelia, and if I'm doing that, I'm gonna get more damage during the run. But it's not the purpose, the goal of the video. The goal here is to see how much damage she can do in one run. Also, she is super slow, because you don't need that much speed on her. The only thing you need is to maximize her DPS. If you need some tankiness, put more HP and defense on her and increase only the mastery and attack. This is the maximum source of damage. As you can see, my ELLEENA has... Okay, now she has a lot of speed because she has 40% more speed thanks to Nicholas. But you are gonna see right after that when she's gonna lose the speed buff. Okay, she still has the speed buff. But normally she has something around 1600 speed on, which is pretty nice, which is pretty decent. So now she doesn't have it anymore, so you can have a look. 1658. This is her speed. So as I said, everything in attack and mastery. This is the main source of damage. And on her, I'm using this aura. She doesn't require to have a lot of effect hits, so this aura is interesting to maximize her damage, because with Nicholas and Catherine, she always have a shield. If you are using Catherine in the Red Mark Tower, she's always gonna have a shield. If you are using her in the Faction Abyss, you are normally using in this faction maybe ELLEENA, maybe Anton. So normally you are forced to have a shield. So this is gonna be better. More attacks, so more direct damage, and more bleed damage, and some piercing rate, so more direct damage. This is the best aura to have on her. So now the goal is to survive. She still have the apple for now. But if I'm taking too many crits, maybe she's gonna lose the first apple soon. Okay, I don't have buffs anymore, so maybe I'm gonna take an attack here, fatal damage. Or maybe not if I can have... Okay, I have the consolidation, so it's gonna be okay. Perfect. For now, she still have the apple. Okay. On the next attack, not this one, now on the next attack, maybe I'm gonna lose the apple. But at least she's gonna survive until the turn number 19, I think, and I hope. Okay, she still have the apple. I was lucky he didn't crit. Yeah, because also he had the crit rate down from Verto. This is really nice, really strong. Okay, I took a crit, but I could survive. So for now, the damage, in my opinion, are pretty nice though. Also, because she is super slow in comparison of my Catherine, she can lose the buffs, but Catherine is fast enough to give her buffs again. So this is important. Not this turn, sadly, so she's gonna lose the apple, okay. But it's the last turn, so it doesn't really matter. So here we are, the final results. We have way less damage than before, than the others. 148 million. She lacks 2 exclusives, so she is lacking 10% attack on her, which can make a difference. Maybe with exclusive 5 she would deal something around 160 million damage, but it would still be less than Alicia. But they are from different faction, and today she is the best solution to deal some damage in the Faction Abyss. Also, she is way more interesting than Alicia for Rome, I think, or maybe not. I don't think she can apply a ton of bleeding AoE though. Need roll is still the best solution for 31 and above, I mean. I'm gonna make some other videos about that, but first let's have a look to her gear and her stats and emblems. So where is she? Here. I'm running her with two mastery sets. She has a 49k attack, which is a huge amount. I have 68% effect hit, 160% mastery, and this is also huge. On my own account, I would have something around 145% mastery, because there is a lot of coming from the sanctuary though, and I would have something around 55% effect hit, something like that. I don't have a lot of speed. As I said, she doesn't require any speed at all. And so a bit of crit rate and crit damage, this is important also. But not the main source of damage, this is just an extra. I have these emblems on her, so more attack, everything to increase her dot damage. And I have more effect hit, less damage when I have a shield. I can reset the duration of my cooldowns, which is pretty useful, get more speed and more effect hits when I'm faster than the enemy, but in fact I'm playing her super slow, so this one is not mandatory. And I have this aura on her, so a lot of piercing rate and more attack. And if we have a look to the gear, let me push myself, this is what I am using. Two mastery sets with some crit damage, mastery, speed and attack rate. Here I have attack rate, effect hit, crit rate and crit damage. On this one, some attack, crit rate and mastery, so much HP, but it's not mandatory. But at least she's more tanky, so it's okay. Attack rate, mastery, defense rate and attack flat. Here I have a 5-star piece of artifact, 24% mastery, some speed, attack rate, crit damage, effect resistance, it's not the best. Attack flat here with some mastery, attack rate and effect hit, and some HP, so she is more tanky. And finally here on the last one I'm using an attack one because she doesn't need a lot of speed, as I said, with some HP flat, effect hit, attack rate and speed. So this is a good gear, but this is not optimal, so I can increase her potential on this account. So this is everything I wanted to say to you about ELLEENA. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and have a nice day. See you soon. Bye bye.